seeing you in all the old familiar places. Got this
Hospice is becoming more and more important as the aging population continues to grow. Hospice is a program that can represent both a place and a philosophy to how end-of-life care should be. It is only available to persons with a diagnosis of less than 6 months to live. Some important characteristics of hospice include emphasis on quality of life, 24/7 services and care, respite care for families, pain management, volunteers, etc. While some people view hospice as killing the patient, it is actually providing them with the love and comfort during their last months or days of living. For my senior service project, I chose to volunteer for Agape Hospice. The word agape literally translates into the purest form of love. It is important to note that Agape Hospice is the largest hospice provider in South Carolina. Its staff is comprised of trained physicians, nurses, assistants, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers. Agape is an important option for patients suffering from an illness that gives them approximately 6 months or less to live, in that it provides medical care, emotional support, comfort, and respite for families, while also being 100% covered by Medicare and Medicaid. Agape is not to be viewed as a negative institution or program, nor do they promote the end of a patient's life, but instead make patients' last few months comfortable and cared for. Agape Hospice actually goes out to assisted living facilities and homes to deliver their services, so my volunteer site was actually at Windsor House. Windsor House West is an assisted living center for seniors that offer a small community setting that feels like home for residents within Spartanburg. They offer independent living, assisted living, respite stays for families, and personal care services for those residents which need additional assistance. Some features of Windsor House West include a highly trained staff available every hour of every day, meals provided by trained cooks, social outings for residents able to leave the facility, activities within the community for all residents, etc. These are actual images of some of the residents and staff members at Windsor House that I have encountered during my volunteer service. I was able to make applications of class materials to my experiences there. Hospice use is greatest among whites and of patients with cancer, kidney diseases, or Alzheimer's. I observed that the majority of residents within the unit I volunteered in were Caucasian females and suffer from Alzheimer's or dementia. The largest group of healthcare workers and the biggest component of the long-term care workforce are direct care workers. These direct care workers are either nurses' aides, orderlies and attendants, home health aides, or personal and home care aides. While I did not see any formal physicians, I witnessed personal care aides on a daily basis providing care for residents, whether it be administering medications or interacting with them socially. 90% of these workers are women. African Americans and Latinas compose the highest percentage of the workforce. Every worker within the facility that I encountered were African American women. Although many people are drawn to direct care work from a desire to help people, such work is physically and emotionally draining. Turnover rates and dissatisfaction with the job are qualities within this workforce. However, when management training and the work environment are desirable and utilized, satisfaction within the job increases drastically. I actually spoke with one of the staff members I worked alongside and asked her some questions regarding her position at Windsor House. This is what she had to say.
My name is Shaquila Green. I work in the gardens at the Windsor House in Alzheimer's and dementia.
What's your position here at Windsor House?
I'm a caregiver.
And what's a brief description of your daily duties here?
I'm responsible for bathing, dressing, taking care of their needs, and serving them breakfast and lunch.
What all have you learned while being a staff member here?
Well, I basically learned that everybody is different. Everybody has their own disorders and symptoms and everything, and it's kind of nice to learn everybody's story and what they used to do.
What are some positive experiences that you gained from this line of work?
Well, positive experiences is getting to talk to the residents and learning more about them, where they work, how many grandchildren they have, and what they still remember and what they love to do best.
What about some negative experiences? Have you had any of those?
plenty of them, but I enjoy them still.
So, despite any bad experiences, you do enjoy working here, and given the chance, would you do it over again?
Yes, and I surely would.
My experience at Windsor House was very positive. I was able to make new friends while also learning more about the aging population, the staff members, and also myself. I connected with one patient in particular and further went on to adopt her as my pretend grandmother. I would visit her, paint her nails, talk about stories, and just enjoy each other's company together. While it can be a bit disheartening to know that these patients will not be around forever, it is very rewarding to know that you are a part of making their last few months memorable and full of love.